showing you how to round your numbers. There's two options. You can round to the nearest 10 or round to the nearest 100. When rounding to the nearest 10, you're going to see the tens place underlined. That's how they know they need to round to the nearest 10. Okay. When rounding, you need to look to your number to the right. A lot of them, they know they need to draw the arrow. We're looking at our 6. They've seen it as we have nice bosses and mean bosses. Nice bosses are anything that is less than 5. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then mean bosses are going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, 5 is one of those middle numbers. So if it's equal to or greater than 5, it's a mean boss. So looking at our 6, we see that 6 is a mean boss, which means that's going to push us up. So we're going to have to round up. Now, a lot of them had a hard time with trying to figure out what the 10 coming was and what the 10 that we are currently in is. So any of us would be able to look at this and say, okay, 870 or 880. They need to look at it a different way, so we had to learn a different method on how to do this. If you look at the number, you drop the number that's to the right of the underlined number and replace it with a 0. That's our lowest option. Then you add 10. If you're rounding to the nearest 10, that gives us 880. A lot of them responded better to this, and that's just something that we started having to do. So once you do that, if you know your number is moving up, then you would circle 880. You have to find your options in order to be able to know what number you're rounding to. That's usually one of the first few steps. If you're rounding to the nearest 100, you'll see that the hundreds place is underlined. You're going to look at your tens place. Once again, our nice bosses are going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Our mean bosses are going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we have a 7, which means that's going to go up, but we need to find our options. For hundreds, they know that this number in our hundreds place is not going to go down. So that's going to stay the same. Any numbers to the right of that underlined digit become 0. I add 100 instead of adding 10 because I'm rounding to the nearest 100, and I get 900. So that means my options are either 800 or 900. I'm rounding up, so my answer is going to be 900. To us, we would just simply say, oh, of course, 876 is closer to 900. But they're seeing all of this for the first time. They sometimes need little tips and tricks like this, especially for how fast-paced everything is, to be able to remember it.